Can you freeze a Bacardi? That's what we'll find out here. We've got Bacardi Learn to Play against Frost in our Bronze League heroes with cameos from Silver sometimes. These are 980 versus 966 MMR players. We're going to be commentating and casting. In the top left in the blue, Bacardi Learn to Play. Hopefully not at the same time. Though it would explain some of the plays I've been seeing sometimes. And he's playing as Orc with an early Altar Burrow. In the bottom right, Frost. Notably better than our 700 MMR friends from earlier today. They both pulled Wisps and Workers from their mine early to finish buildings earlier to hit certain timings. I approve. In the bottom right, in the green, playing as a Night Elf, we've got Frost. The map, Tide Hunters. The matchup, Orc against Night Elf. Let's begin. So we've got our Altar Burrow barracks opening from Bacardi. He's going to fill up his gold mine with the 5th worker. This should be Blademaster grunts. Normally, this is Blademaster, 1 burrow tech with 1 grunt and a voodoo lounge. And then they tech up to tier 2, you make 2 extra grunts. Shadow, you make a spirit lodge or a bestiary and you go from there. I don't want to see his hero yet. I don't want to spoil it yet. I just want to set the stage for expectations. Our Night Elf player here should be going either Keeper of the Grove, fast expansion tier 1 into Archer Huntress with Alchemist, or could be doing Demon Hunter with some archers into Ancients of Lore with bears, and then either Keeper 2nd, Panda 2nd, Naga 2nd, something like that. Or Beastmaster even. So is it a demon, or will we see a surprise Warden Priestess appearance? It's gonna be Demon Hunter, double Moonwell. It's looking good, except for, you know, the beauty errors, like wisps not being made when they should be. Is this a blade? Yes, but it's a double burrow blade. A double burrow blade with a voodoo lounge, so it's a very slow tech. Just to kind of put it in perspective, an Orc player that makes a Farseer, no barracks, and immediately techs up could expand 12 seconds before the hero comes out. 148. I said expand, I mean tech up to tier 2. 1 minute 48 seconds you can go to tier 2. If you're making 1 grunt with 1 blade, 1 burrow, and no shop and no second burrow, 2 minutes and 10 to 12 to 15. With a shop, 225. Double burrow and a shop, we're probably looking at 3 minute plus. And that's without beauty errors. There's also not a lot of logic in this, right? Saving up grunts but not using them and only harassing with blade. And making a voodoo lounge without being near it so that you could even use it is a guaranteed way to set yourself up with inefficiency. Something I hate. Not in real life. I could be plenty inefficient in real life. In the game. Holy. Yeah, he's turning on the immolation. He's like, what if you're here? Maybe you'll die. Okay, that didn't work. So, in theory, this shop could have been a lot later, right? Which means the tech could be faster. Because if you're gonna make it the long journey, it takes 40 seconds to walk to the enemy base, 40 back. Shop takes only a minute. Why would you make it before you leave? Because you're not gonna be back in time to use it anyway. But you know, whatever. So he's massing grunts and not taking to tier 2 and making a war mill. Every strategy, every build order tells a story. The story of this is I'm gonna rush you with towers at tier 1 with 5 grunts. Also, this guy has splash damage, so he's gonna cancel the Blade Master's healing soul. There we go, so the heal self got cancelled. And they hate shops here. Frost came all the way to Mordor, not to burn the ring in Mount Doom, but to kill the shop. But it pays off, because the shop gets repaired by a gold... Oh my god! I just realized Bacardi didn't make any workers. He has no lumber peons. Oh my god, Bacardi, run! They're coming for you! Ah, the blade! He's TPing away, but where is he TPing? It's right here. I know this because he double tapped, or he would have faced direction. So he can die! He's surrounded by his own grunts! But he uses a clarity, and the archer doesn't cancel the clarity, and then he gets the actual windwalk, and then he Oh! He nearly killed the demon hunter. Nearly killed the demon, but he gets an archer. And it's a full rout. Frost TP'd out. And it looks like he's the loser of that engagement. But is he really? Well, technically, yes. He came to die. You've come a long way just to die. Oh no, please don't lose your clarity heal self again with the blade. Oh, thank God.
A player's forces are under
But did
attack.
he really lose out in this engagement? Because during all this, he was teching to tier 2 with a Hunter's Hall. And so although he lost Moonwell Juice, an Archer, and his Town Portal, he also made Bacardi lose Town Portal. And Bacardi, he's not progressing. In fact, he's kind of regressing. Alright? Pillage upgrade. 2 Grunt Warmill upgrades. And a 3rd Burrow shows that I don't think he knows about tier 2. Which is pretty cool. I've tried to play like this before on Terranus Stand. It was so OP Night Elf against Orc that I came up with builds like 5 Grunt, double Goblin Shredder Rush. Actually worked for a while. Back then, Night Elf would defend 5 Grunts, Blade, double Shredder with 1 Demon, 1 Beast, 1 Archer. And they would actually get away with it too. Which doesn't make any sense when you think about it, but it just worked. Eventually they would get talents. But sometimes it worked for me. So this is kind of like that. He's got Pillage and an attack upgrade, and I actually love it. So his idea is early attack first. He's killing the least important building, Hunter's Hall. You should go for Moonwells, Lores, even the Tree of Ages. There's no Town Portal, you know? You can just right-click the Tree of Life. This is the least important building, my friendo. But he did kill Lore, no cancel. Hunter's Hall is dying. It actually kind of works out. There will never be tier 2 buildings for Frost. If he kills this second Lore, that sets Frost back to the Stone Ages. And he's getting money for all of this too. You know, he can just kill the Tree of Ages. It's no problem. He's got plenty of damage. 1/1 attack upgrade. 1 attack upgrade, 1 armor. He's even getting spikes, which of course doesn't work against any of this except Demon. And he's got all his peons in his burrows. Making a tower. He's going for the tree. I love it. Bacardi going for the tree. Of course, you should alternate hitting the wisps on the tree, but he's getting paid, dude. Who needs mining? Embracing the Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire, Iron Islands philosophy. We do not sow, we reap. And he's currently reaping Frost hard, taking his wisps away and trying to kill the tree. Of course, Frost will be back on time, but he killed so many wisps. Frost currently, no gold, no lumber. And he tried to heal that wisp, but smart targeting actually prioritizes healing, and the Moonwell was hurt, so it repaired. When I said healing, I mean repair. He's still going for the tree. He's still doing it. He's killing every wisp he can find. This is a win condition. No, he's switching target to the units, which of course makes no sense because the Moonwells still have juice. He can just heal the Naga twice. And now suddenly Bacardi is gonna lose his hero. He wind walked, but the fade time prevented him from getting away on time. Oh, what a poor choice. Somehow there was this giant Achilles heel, and it was throbbing and it was hurting, and his opponent said, "Ah, my Achilles heel." And then Bacardi was like, "This is a trick, isn't it? You want me to go for your Achilles heel, pretending it's your weak spot." Yeah, the mythology would have looked very different.
A player's force
I'm gonna get your tree to 20% life, and then I'm gonna back off, because you seem to have me want to kill it. You want to have me kill it. Meanwhile, he's finally gone to tier 2, sponsored from his war efforts. Wedges his grunts in a dead end, but the demon does not want to punish. And he goes for the altar. Not the grunts, not the burrow, goes for the altar. There are spikes though, it's not easy. Meanwhile, Frost is trying to recover. He's got 3 wisps in gold, none on lumber. He's on his last legs. He's trying to make sure he at least keeps the hero advantage. Fork Lightning level 1 first, by the way. Grunt's almost able to solo this army. Every unit he kills is gonna set back Frost so much. Like, yeah, sure, Frost is killing grunts here. He killed 2 grunts already, but he's losing all his archers. For some reason, those archers are still attacking the repaired altar. Bacardi, your grunts, they're not feeling too well, bro. Lock him up! Oh, okay.
A player's
I never
forces
said
are
lock him
under
up.
attack.
Not on that demon hunting. A watchtower comes out. Blade is coming out. It's coming. When Blade comes out, he can pretty much solo this army. Frost. He's been hurt greatly. He needs to keep up the pressure. Mana burn immediately on the Blade. But look, there's a clause in the circlet. Immolation is not going to do it. This demon has no evasion. No! Run back and heal! You've got Moonwell! No. I think Frost has lost hope. He went all in. I do get it. His economy was in shambles. He's going to call it GG. Bacardi was victorious. You know, this has been very cathartic. I've always dreamed of Tier 1 pillage grunt rush. Bacardi is living his dreams every day, presumably. Unless this was just something he was trying out. Very cool game. Grats to Bacardi. Learn to play. Next up, M. Goldman versus Morpheus. Who's the one that will win this one? Is it Goldman or is it Morpheus? It's an orc versus human game. Very cute panda profile picture by Goldman against the Spellbreaker art on Morpheus. Morpheus will be the purple human player in the top left. We've got M. Goldman as the yellow orc player in the bottom right. Bronze League Heroes is in full swing. Altar. Okay, what's next? Burrow? Let's get some predictions out here. What's it gonna be? Farseer, Blade, TC, or Shadow? And will this be Mountain King, Archmage, Blood Mage, or Paladin? I think high-level players enjoy the variety of unusual heroes by going for unusual heroes that are bad. Like, I'll do Paladin first against Orc. I know it's bad. Or Priestess first. I don't think they think the same way. It's a bloodbath down there, you know? They're not playing for fun and games. It's murder. 4 peons in gold. It's a classic. I think they make cool heroes that they also feel like are really good. Like TC first. Crypt Lord first. Oh, we've got a prediction running? What do you guys got there? What are you cooking up? Who's gonna win? Goldman or Morpheus? Alright. Let's see. Chat's doing their prediction. It's gonna be Farseer. Still just 4 peons in gold. This is gonna turn really rank really fast. He puts a lumber peon in the burrow. And then out. And then in again. And then out. Why? Oh, he's Oh my god. He's misclicking. He thought this is the gold mine. Cool. I don't want to miss anything, but let's go take a look on the other side. Yes! Alright, who wants some? Mountain King. And this is a full wall off, which is always interesting. It keeps Blade Masters out, but it also keeps yourself out. So if Mountain King ever drops low to Farseer, he cannot get out. One thing also to consider for human players at lower level, and any level in fact, when you double tap Town Portal, you always go to the bottom right of your Town Hall, right? And there is a clockwise displacement rule in Warcraft 3. So if you're Town Portaling here with a double tap, it will look clockwise for the nearest proximity location that's free, which is here, then here, then here, then here, right? If it was counterclockwise, he would lock himself in, but luckily for him, it's clockwise. This can change if he builds another farm here, right here. Well, I don't think he's going to build a farm here, but if he did, he could get stuck, potentially. I think he's in the clear, actually, so his build is good. No, don't send your militia back yet. You need the DPS. You wait till they're peasants. Oh, no, okay. Actually, he's actually correct. He already finished the camp. I thought this was another creep, but it's a creepy bot. Morpheus is in full control. I'm hysterical for no reason. Isn't it counterclockwise? Actually, I always thought so. It's clockwise. Ixod. Ranged attack upgrade.
A player's
So
forces are under
fast.
attack.
M. Goldman. They love their upgrades. Ranged attack upgrade for a single unit. To put things in perspective, a ranged attack upgrade, or any attack upgrade, on average, adds 12.5% DPS. A ranged attack upgrade is more expensive than another headhunter. So you could get a second headhunter, doubling your damage, or you could get 12.5 from an upgrade.
A player's forces
But of course, there's some advantages to upgrades too. They last forever. Right? You're future-proofing your army. When an upgrade dies, spoiler, it can't. It doesn't give any experience. But if a headhunter dies, it gives XP. So it's nice to upgrade in it. Now Morpheus build actually kind of slaps. Everything he's doing, except for some efficiency things, are straight from the playbook of the meta. If I was Goldman and lost here, I would probably flame Morpheus for being a loser, because ironically, he's probably gonna win, by copying high-level builds instead of playing your own brand of Warcraft 3, which is what Goldman is doing. Mountain King into Mercamp creep into this is a formulaic build. Not only that, he has made his town hall in the optimal location on Terran's stand. This is a full wall off. I know it may not look it, but it is. This corner is touching the corner. And if he builds a lumber mill here, right here, if you build a lumber mill here, that's a full wall off as well. So a single lumber mill town hall makes a full wall, which means nobody can get in. The arcane tower is nice and near to defend this area. But it's not so near that it can easily be sniped by headhunters. You could barely make a more perfect build layout than this. And his unit production, his creeping efficiency, his whole route, it's really clean. But these players play at the same MMR. So either Morpheus is in process of trying to rank up and is probably gonna do it, or he's got other weaknesses, such as not knowing how to spend his money once he gets everything, is a good study of build order and layout, but has over 1,000 gold before taking to tier 2. Possible. Whereas Goldman is gonna get there. Now what is Goldman gonna do with his tier 2? Ideal would be, based on what I'm seeing and based on, you know, being up against Mountain King that has no anti-air, double beast fury wyvern. I don't normally counsel wyvern production after committing to headhunters, but at the very least they share upgrades, and it is what you need against Mountain King. But whereas we see this on the minimap, this is what we see because we're seeing both players. Do you know how much Goldman is seeing? This is all that he's seeing. He's not currently aware that he's in a multiplayer game. He has not scouted yet. So he doesn't know he's up against Mountain King, or Footman, or Expansion, or anything like that. He didn't mean to start this camp, he just walked into it. He's reacting to life as it comes, and I think that's wonderful. A lot of people seek that in a partner, a lot of people live like that. Spontaneous, carpe diem, burn your friends with lightning shield. You just take it as it goes. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But if he doesn't move, this will kill his headhunters, and they will never be stronger, because Berserker training will never finish. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Goldman finished his Tauren Chieftain. And now what is he gonna do? This peon is stuck. I can't rightly laugh at this, because this has happened to me before. Who makes maps like this? That when you make a burrow here, the peon is stuck. So he's gathering lumber now. Or is it an attack command? We'll see in about 3 chops. It is an attack command, so he's freeing himself with it. Second attack upgrade is coming out. Goldman's still contemplating what happened to his headhunters. He's been in this area for quite some time. Morpheus, luckily for Goldman, is only mining with 4 peasants. So it's 9 total against 5. He has also teched very late. He has over 3,000 gold, but gold cannot be thrown at your enemies. Just as he started creeping, Mountain King is here. That's often how life goes. And he goes straight for the burrow. Not for the shop. Normally they hate voodoo lounges and shops here, but he's going straight for something extremely relevant, a burrow. Goldman runs back with most of his units. But the problem is he gave an attack command. which is very useful for the units that escape the aggro of the creeps. But it meant his Farseer and Tauren Chieftain have remained, and his units cannot actually beat this Mountain King and footies. That's a Thunderclap level 2. No, it's level 1. He didn't level it up, even though he got level 4. The next Thunderclap is probably going to be level 2. Let's see it. Huge for Thunderclap. There's a full surround. Just clap and TP. There we go. Is that level 2? Yes. I think he can stay and do another clap. He's got greater heal. He's going to kill all those peons. There we go. That's it. That's GG. I'm sorry, Goldman. It's over. Your single headhunter with 2 on attack upgrade. You're tier 3 and 1,300 gold and no lumber. It's not going to work. Morpheus right now could throw the kitchen sink. He's got 3,500 gold. Except for the multitasking aspect. After getting rich, Morpheus is the one. Bloodmage second. I'm just gonna say it. If you're... by the way, what's really cool... I've been having a lot of people unexpectedly approach me and say that after watching Bronze League Heroes on my channel, they've been more courageous to attempt multiplayer themselves in Warcraft 3, which I think is awesome. I didn't expect that, and I think it's really cool. So here's a tip: if you have 4,000 gold in the bank, go shopping. This is a good habit to nurture. Maximum 2 units in production. It's a good habit. You don't want to overproduce because you could tie up resources that could otherwise be spent elsewhere. You don't want to underproduce where you're missing valuable production cycles because you're too busy with something else later. But if you have 4,000 gold, just overproduce. Just start spending things you don't need. Get a second car, you know, get a house with 5 bathrooms. Just overproduce. Consume. Consume and stimulate the economy. Because now there's going to be idle work time on Sanctum when technically nothing should be idle. If this was Frostpunk, we would put these Sanctums to work right now. We would make them eat wood and ash. And we'd put the children to work and put them in the gold mines. And we would extend curfew to work at night. Because that fire needs to burn. It's not going to spend itself. But instead, Morpheus goes for a blacksmith. Racks up resources over 4k and lets the Sanctums go idle. Realizes he has a lot of money, so he goes to tier 3. And starts another 1 unit in each. Like I said, just exaggerate. You don't have to be good at multitasking to do this. You go to the base, you take 5 peasants, farm, 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 farm. You go to your Sanctum, you hold the B button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breakers coming. Done. You never have to macro again. And Goldman bought a shredder, which is going to help him a lot with his lumber. He has still not recovered from the shock of being attacked. He's made 1 burrow and is going to go for a Tauren Totem. Getting the Berserker training upgrade. It's going to be Headhunters and Torrents, which I think is an awesome combination of units. It's not going to do that poorly either against what Morpheus has. Morpheus is getting the long rifle upgrade, though I doubt he's going to make any rifles. I think he's making it because it's cheap and available. I think he's going to go Knights. And I think he knows it. I think he knows this is a wasted upgrade. But he's doing it anyway. For posterity. Bloodmage reaches level up. Gets a Tome of Agility and picks it up. He was solo creeping the Bloodmage, which is a pretty cool habit. And especially a good habit since MK is almost level 5. Which is the level limit from creeping. So now if he takes another cap, he can take it with both. Or he can take it only with Bloodmage. I think he's going to take it with both because it's faster that way. MK's main DPS. Fortified burrows. Reinforced defenses. Double totems, so he's going to make torrents. And you know what? If I took over from Orc, I think can still win maybe. You tiny Great Hole now, make a bunch of peons, you expand and you go double torrent totems. I think you win. Chain Lightning, come on, do it! Do it, they're low! Do it, Chain Lightning! Please! Yes. Shockwave, shockwave, shockwave! Oh, he killed everything! Dude, it's so scary how Morpheus's early game was so bloody perfect. This is a guy that practiced one punch 1,000 times. He made a perfect creeping build order, right? Everything was great. Then the first chinks in the armor started appearing. There was one peasant missing from his gold mine. But then he did the burrow rush. Everything was good. And then suddenly,
A player's forces are under attack.
5,000 gold, lost everything to an underleveled, undercrept player. And now we realize why they are each other's match. And there are rifles coming, by the way. He is gonna go rifles. Blood Mage is being reproduced. What do we got here? Torrents. Pulverize is finished. He could soon start Torrent production. And he's making a slow Great Hole. I think there's still a chance for Goldman. That's so crazy to consider. That's so crazy. He still has a chance. Now, Torrents are fantastic against Priest Rifle Breaker. They're the best unit he could be making. But these double Griffin Aviaries, those worry me a bit. But it's not like Goldman doesn't have any anti-armor. Anti-air. He's got Berserkers already. So if you can keep those alive... Is that a Shockwave level 2 or level 1? If you can keep the Berserkers alive, those are going to deal with that. Alright, we got one Torrent coming, presumably because Goldman didn't want to go to 51 population. He was at 41. Arcane Tower burning a lot of mana. Shockwave fast, please. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Don't try to kill this Town Hall with Headhunters. They're not Raiders. Please. You could lose your TC right now to Bolt Clap. Please take this threat seriously and stop attacking. No, he gave TP to TC! No! Run! Oh no. There's a Stormbolt with your name on it, Khazragor. There it is. But the MK got blocked. There's no slow on Farseer. He's gonna block himself with Berserker. No, it got away. The Farseer got away. Whew. That was certainly a decision of all time. Now Morpheus is heading towards 6,000 gold. That's crazy, dude. That is insane. 6,000 gold. And he's going for birds. Turns out birds are real. They're gonna destroy Torrents. Oh no. He must hate Turnistan. I think he's gonna thumb this down soon. He's got so much stuff stuck here. He can ill afford another gap in his economy like this, losing a burrow. He's so far behind already. Now, if Goldman just put his finger down right now on Berserkers, and he started non-stop making Berserkers, and he bought one heal scroll, he would absolutely crush the fight. He would, of course, need to deal with the reproduction, because Morpheus doesn't like making a lot of units at the same time. He'll only make 2 at the same time and then think about it for a couple of minutes, right? But he could absolutely deal with the first army of Griffins. And he could probably deal with the second army of Griffins. But could he deal with the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th army of Griffins? They get reproduced after the initial ones died with the bank that he has amassed. And now the advantage for Goldman is sometimes the tortoise can beat the hare. Why, you ask? What does this ancient mythology have anything to do with Warcraft 3? Well, taking your expansion later means you still got 12,000 gold in it. Taking it early, 6,500. So in about 12 minutes from now, Goldman is still mining, Morpheus won't be. So Goldman needs to play for the long game. Get your Torrents, get them to 3-3 upgrades. He's working on some of that. Mass Torrents are coming. I love it. Right, he's got 2-2 Headhunter soon, 0-2 Torrents. Work on those upgrades. Remember your anti-air. And then in 12 minutes from now, he's going to be great. Morpheus suddenly feels exposed and starts repairing his town hall. He remembers what happened. Of course, he should feel. He's sending militia into the last known location of Goldman. His response to his town hall dying to a full Tauren army is to send more militia. Would hate to work for him as a worker. No animal war training yet means these griffins are more vulnerable than usual, but with knights, rifle, breaker, priest, griffin, and 1 sorceress, 2 sorceress, I think Morpheus has him covered. There is no healing on the side of Goldman. No heal scroll, no heal pot. He does have town portal, 1 on each hero, which is the second time I've seen this in bronze. Never see this at high level, but it's kind of a Reign of Chaos habit. Every hero came out with TP there, so it's an old school habit. And I bet it also feels good that you could TP with either, whoever gets focused. Plus, he had that whole disaster before where the Tauren Chieftain died after he gave TP, so then he couldn't TP out. He's not going to let that happen again. Somewhat suboptimal Farseer positioning. Currently the Taurens have all right-clicked on the breaker, which means they're not attacking anything. He wants this breaker to die in particular. Oh, that hurt. None of the Taurens are fighting. This breaker must die. And he finally A-moved. Flame Strike, clap, every Zerker died. This breaker just won't die because of healing. But he's gonna keep trying. There it is. Well, it's a moral victory. He's got the breaker. But it's Morpheus that will claim the victory with a 77 population army and over 5,000 in the bank still. GG. Wow. Morpheus, I think, is headed for higher. I think he's going to climb over 1,000 soon. We'll see him there soon. GG.